Hello there. So today, what we are going to see is like how can we configure a Palo Alto interface for Dynamic DHCP Client. Then how can we configure a local DHCP pool on the Cisco switch or local DHCP server on the Cisco switch or router. So this is my outside network. It is 192.168.43.16. This side is .17. And this side we will configure to get IP from DHCP. This is my LAN network and I have a PC connected in the LAN network. So and I'm accessing the Palo Alto through management IP. So here is the PC, some changes I'm committing at the moment. So meanwhile, what we'll see is like how to configure a local DHCP server on the Cisco switch. So for that, what you need is like you need the network IP, you need the default router IP. So like basically you need the network information for which you are configuring the uh, default local DHCP pool. So I'll just quickly go into uh, global configuration mode, and the configuration is pretty straightforward. It is IP DHCP pool, and the pool name, as we are as this is an ISP switch, I'll give it as an ISP pool. So default router is the IP of this interface, which is .17. So it is 192.168.43.17. Then network IP is 192.168.43.16, as I'm using /28 network or 240. So the pool already exists. So that error is because I have already configured the pool, but no worries, I'll just remove that and reconfigure again. So I have removed, there was another pool with the name of ISP, and this IP was configured for that pool actually. So I've just removed this IP from ISP pool, and I'll configure for ISP pool, like this ISP pool, this DHCP pool. So again, I'll just have to copy and paste that command. So before that, I'll have to get into the correct DHCP pool, which is this one. So I'll just paste that command now. So it got configured, and I'll have to give DNS IPs, which I'll give 8.8.4.4 and 8.8.8.8. I'll quickly write the configuration. Uh, Not sure why it is taking so much time to write the configuration. So yeah, now our configuration is saved in NVRAM. So I'll just verify the configuration. So run pipe section DSCP. So here is the configuration. Please don't pay attention to this pool, which I had configured initially. Currently, I have configured this pool where network is 192.168.43.16 and gateway IP is 43.17. So let's go into the Palo Alto. So second phase of our configuration is done. Let's see how you can configure the Palo Alto interface for Dynamic DHCP client. So I'm configuring this Dynamic DHCP client services for Ethernet one by one because that interface is being used for public IP. So we'll check for that interface. So here are the interface settings. The interface should be an L3 interface. Uh, Then I have configured a virtual router. I didn't configure it. I'm using a default virtual router only. So in IPv4 settings, either we can configure for static PPPoE or DHCP client. In static, you just have to configure the IP address and subnet mask. So we are doing this live for DHCP client. So I just have selected that. You will have to click on enable to enable the DHCP client service on the interface. And if you want a route to get installed automatically, which will be pointing to the ISP's gateway, then you must check this box. If you want to configure the route manually, then you can just uncheck this box and you can configure the route manually from virtual router. So this is it, pretty straightforward settings. So I'll just hit OK now. And the warning is like, am I okay to expose my outside interface to the public network? So I do not have any issues with that. So I'll just close this. Now you will have to click on Dynamic DHCP client to be able to see the IP address it has received from the DHCP server, which is nothing but our ISP switch. So it is taking a while to load. So yeah, it has taken dot 18, which probably it has taken a dot 18, which is probably the first free IP from the DHCP pool. If I hit release, it will release the IP address, and then we can hit renew. You shouldn't do this probably in the production environment, but this is just a lab environment, so I'm doing it. So once I hit release, I'll see all the IP addresses as 0000. So once I hit renew, it will get the new IP address. But in this case, the first free IP is dot 18, so most probably it will get dot 18 only. So yeah, it has got 43.18 and DHCP servers IPs as configured on the Cisco switch. And one more thing will verify that we had checked this box where we were seeing that Palo Alto will install the default route automatically, which will point to the ISP gateway. So we'll verify if that route has been installed or not. So open. It's been taking a while to load. Okay, so I'm in. So very handy command to check the routing on the Palo Alto is show routing FIB, which is show routing forward information base. So you can see for default route, we can see the route has got installed automatically. Let's see if I can ping this. I should be able to ping. Yes, I can ping. Let me try to ping DNS IPs. Yeah, so I'm able to ping the DNS IPs as well. So I just thought to ping google.com, and that is also reachable. So yeah, this was it in the lab. We have seen how to configure a Palo Alto interface for Dynamic DHCP client, and we have seen how to configure a Cisco device for to perform the role of local DHCP server. So thanks.